Fresh off of being selected number 2 in the NFL draft and signing a $46.6 million contract, Travis Hunter abruptly got married to his girlfriend, who's been in the news over the last couple of years, without signing
an incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shador and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field at home.
Fresh off being selected number 2 in the NFL draft and signing a $46.6 million contract, Travis Hunter abruptly got married to his girlfriend, who's been in the news over the last couple years without signing a prenup. An incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons Shador and Shiloh here at Folsom Field at home. Could Travis Hunter really be gearing up to drop a bombshell and walk away from the Jaguars? The rumors swirling right now aren't your usual new contract or better opportunity talk. Word on the street is this has nothing to do with playbooks or game stats and everything to do with his wife Lyanna. Fans online are convinced that one of his own teammates might have gotten a little too cozy with her. And when I say too cozy, you already know the kind of mess we're talking about. Now, this left everybody, particularly legal experts, completely befuddled and prompted this one divorce lawyer to offer free prenups to every single rookie who just got drafted into the NFL. All of the new rookies that came out of the 2025 draft, 200 and something players, we will give them all a free prenuptial agreement. See, NFL players in particular are really susceptible. 'Cause here's why. NFL players have the shortest careers of professional athletes. That's why their compensation is so front-loaded. And so to get married, it's fine when you are in your highest possible earning years. It without a prenuptial agreement drafted between you and the person that you like out of the other 8 billion other options more than anything. That's foolish. You know, I've been working very hard with Trusted Prenup, which is an organization, a company that I helped found, to try to democratize prenups, normalize prenups, show that it's not just for first-round draft picks. It's for anybody. It's for everybody, and it shouldn't be something that's only available to the wealthy. Now, here's where it gets even messier. The timing. This isn't some carefully planned move announced in advance. People are saying this decision feels sudden, personal, and dripping in drama. The online chatter says the reason isn't just about football. It's embarrassing. And if it's true, it's the kind of scandal that could have the whole locker room side-eyeing each other. We're talking old video clips resurfacing, shady whispers in the background, and a marriage that's already had public cracks showing. Okay. Never post when y'all have problems. Okay. And be honest. Always. Always be honest. You got the ring on right now? No, I don't. You don't? If even half of this tea is real, then Travis leaving might actually be the calmest part of the entire situation. Now, let's be real. NFL trades happen all the time. Players switch teams, chase bigger checks, and position themselves for better deals. That's normal. But the way Travis Hunter's situation is playing out, this feels different. We're talking about a young player hyped as one of the Jags' future franchise stars, suddenly ready to pack up his locker and move on without the usual heads-up or public explanation. And when something like this drops without warning, everyone's first question is, what actually went down? If this was strictly about football, you'd expect the usual safe PR line. It's just business. I'm ready for a new opportunity. I'm focused on my career. But Travis has gone dead silent. And that silence, that's what's got people's radar up. Especially when you remember how loud and proud he was the day the Jags drafted him. Posting, talking big, smiling ear to ear. Now, not a word. And in the NFL, sometimes silence says more than any press conference ever could. And that's exactly why the internet has gone full detective mode, digging through Reddit threads, Twitter timelines, TikTok For You pages, piecing together every crumb like it's the case of the year. And no matter where you scroll, the same explosive theory keeps popping up. This isn't about touchdowns or stat sheets. It's about Travis Hunter's personal life. More specifically, a jaw-dropping rumor that one of his own teammates may have crossed a very dangerous line with his wife Lyanna. If that's true, it's not just a bad look. It could be a careering betrayal. Now, that's James Sexton. He's a divorce lawyer who you may have seen on Andrew Huberman's podcast at Lex Friedman. He was on Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz, and he is trying to bring prenups to the entire world, and said that after his offer, he had a few rookies actually reach out and take him up on the free prenup. It's a smart move by the NFL players and a brilliant marketing move by him. Because at the end of the day, everybody should have a prenup. It should be completely standard with all the other paperwork you sign. There should just be another one that decides everything financially. 'Cause why would you take your most irrational and illogical feelings, your most emotional moments of love and romance, which are the most non-tangible, unexplainable, uncontrollable thing you feel, and then link it to all of your money and all of your finances and all of your tangible hard work? And even more important than that, why would you let the government or some random judge or a bunch of lawyers decide this for you? It all can affect your taxes and your real estate. And there's implications for retirement and earnings and family, and you're like, we'll just figure it out later. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm sure it's not even going to happen. And if it does, it'll probably go smoothly, right? What could go wrong? You never want to root against a guy, but Travis Hunter is getting married at the age of like 15 with $50 million. There's a lot of time between now and death that could go south. So, it's probably too late for Travis Hunter. But anyway, the gossip was nothing but vague coded hints. People were dropping cryptic comments like, check the roster, or look at who she's been around lately. But then things escalated. Fans on Reddit and TikTok started dropping actual names. And that's when this rumor went from whispers to a full-blown public investigation. The story being told is that one of Travis's own Jaguars teammates got way too friendly with Lyanna. The way it's being described, you don't even need a full sentence to get the picture. The look on people's faces alone says something's off. And yet, no one's confirming anything. The Jaguars front office silent. Travis silent. And Lyanna, not a single word on social media. No posts, no likes, no comments. She's completely gone quiet. The only thing fans have to go on is an old interview where she said she keeps her marriage strong by not letting social media dictate it. But you know how the internet moves. Silence doesn't calm the storm. It just makes people assume the worst. And what really lit this fire was how perfectly the rumor lines up with things people claim they've already seen before. That resurfaced clip from months ago, the one allegedly showing Lyanna chatting and leaning in close with a certain Jaguars player. Yeah, that video is everywhere again, and people are dissecting it frame by frame like it's evidence in a courtroom. Here's the real sting for fans. If the player in that old clip is the same one being named in the current rumors, then this tension has been simmering for months, which could mean all the awkward vibes and strange energy behind the scenes weren't random at all. They might have been the early warning signs of a situation that was already getting ready to explode. There were little red flags here and there, whispers about the vibe at practice being off, and fans swearing they could feel the tension through the screen. People started noticing that some players who used to laugh, joke, and hang out with Travis weren't really around him like that anymore. It was like the easy camaraderie was gone overnight. Even during press conferences, the whole energy felt different. Awkward, careful, like everyone was tiptoeing around an elephant in the room. Nobody's come out and flat out admitted there's drama, but the body language says plenty. The team's still playing it cool like everything's perfectly fine. But if you really watch closely, it's hard not to notice Travis looking more distant. He's not laughing with the guys the way he used to. When he's on the sidelines, he's often standing alone, scanning the field like his head's somewhere else entirely. And if this rumor about a teammate in Lyanna is even partly true, that would explain a lot. Imagine having to practice, travel, and share a locker room with someone you don't even want to make eye contact with. That's not just uncomfortable. That's straight up exhausting. Once fans started connecting those dots, the whole situation started feeling less like football and more like one of those messy behind-scenes soap operas you can't look away from. And let's be real, if the locker room's tense, home life isn't exactly going to be a calm retreat. It wasn't accident. Do you remember I love you? Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He would drive. Wait, no. I would drive. He was never record. I would drive and I would drop him off somewhere and all right. I love you. Bye. And remember, and I used to, I didn't mean that. Stuff like that doesn't just vanish when you leave practice. It follows you into the car ride, into the kitchen, into the stands. Fans have been pointing out little moments that tell their own story. Like that wedding clip where Travis leans in and she turns her head away quick. Yeah, people caught that one. Then later at a game, there's a shot of them in the stands looking tight-faced, having that sharp, low conversation couples have when they're definitely not on the same page. No yelling, no big scene, just that cold clipped exchange that says more than a public argument ever could.